What up, y'all? It's AG33 Inc. We back with another time-lapse voiceover video. Today, in this one, we did a butterfly cover-up. So, the topic of this video is gonna be like seizing opportunities and being patient at the same time. So, this is a tattoo that someone had came to me about a while ago. And I didn't know that I was gonna actually do this tattoo, but me just staying working and staying patient, by the time it actually came time to do this tattoo, which was over this past weekend, I was ready. The first time they came to me, I didn't have much of a portfolio. I didn't have as much confidence. I didn't have as much clients coming through. Like, I tattooed 3 people this weekend. The friend that came with this person, I also tattooed too. So, it made her comfortable seeing me do this tattoo first for her to, want to get tattooed right after. And it was actually her first tattoo. And she also messaged me today. She's ready to get some more stuff she wants to add on. So, yeah, about the topic of just seizing opportunities and being patient, man. When it comes to tattooing, you know, there's gonna be times where people will hit you up for tattoos and they'll cancel on you. They'll hit you up. They'll flake on you. It'll seem like people are playing. Like, I've had people sit there and just be like, yeah, I want you to do a tattoo. And this was when I hadn't even really tattooed people before, and like they'll just lead you on forever. But that'll come with the territory. Like, you're gonna have stuff like that happen. But the whole point is to always be preparing. Don't let that stuff discourage you, because there's gonna be an opportunity out there. There's gonna be a time where somebody's gonna be like, man, what's up? Let's get it. I'm ready to get tatted right now. I just want some ink, man. I just like getting ink. I want to get tatted. And what are you gonna do? You got to be ready. You don't want to be like, man, I haven't drawn, I haven't touched the face skin in months, I haven't done anything, and now you got the opportunity to tat, and you're not super confident because you're still new in your journey and stuff like that. So that's why you always got to be prepared. So when that opportunity finally presents itself, you can seize the opportunity. I heard somebody say, luck is just when opportunity and preparation meet. So you want to make sure you're prepared. So when that opportunity happens, you can seize the opportunity. That's something to put in your portfolio. Once somebody sees that you can do a good tattoo, or not even good, a okay tattoo at first, decent at first. I'm still new, so I still have a long way to go. But once people can see that you can do a tattoo that they will like, then people will be more comfortable with you tattooing them. Now, higher end tattoo connoisseurs, they want to see consistency in your work. They want to see a deeper portfolio. They want to see that you've done a certain tattoo that they want multiple times. So, but there's a lot of people who are willing to, let beginners tattoo them because they just want some ink for whether it's the story, or they know it might be a little cheaper. You'd be surprised how many people, like, I see a lot of bad tattoos out there, like terrible tattoos out there. So you, like, what you're worried about or where you feel like you are with your art might not be that big of a deal. What if somebody had got all their tattoos in prison or something? The tattoo that you may be able to do may be 10 times better than that tattoo, so they will be happy with that tattoo. Now, we're not being complacent. We're always trying to get better and make our work better. But I'm saying, in the beginning of your journey, this is just what you're going to have to do. That's what I did. Like, I started paying attention to the ink on everybody, started looking at a lot of people's tattoos. And when I started, like, saying, I think I can do better than that, I can do better than that, sometimes I'll just approach them and be like, yo, like, do you have anybody who does your tattoos, or are you interested in getting tattooed? And they might ask me about my tattoos, and I'll let them know whatever, and then I'll let them know that I tattoo, and then they'll be like, oh, let me see your work. So that'll open up the conversation right there. So, you got to seize the opportunities. You got to be bold. You know, I'm a pretty introverted person, but the more confident I got with tattooing and the more I fall in love with tattooing, that kind of overshadows my introvertedness. Like, because I love tattooing and I want to tattoo. I want to do cool tattoos on people. So I'll go ahead and approach people. So if you ever see someone out there, that's a key tip right there. If you see someone out there with like very bad work that you feel like you can do better than, then approach them and maybe, fix the tattoo for them if you feel like you can fix it, or if it's like irreparable and you just feel like you can add on to them some decent work, then do that too. And you may have to do it for free or just give them a really good price, but you have to kind of create opportunities for yourself in some sort of way. But you got to stay prepared. That's something I'm going to say in a lot of these videos, and that's something I've said in previous videos. You got to stay ready, so you don't got to get ready. You always got to be working, always be practicing. There's so many parts of the tattoo process that you can practice besides actually tattooing. You can be on your iPad, stenciling stuff. You can be studying references. You can be just anything, man. Like I'm telling you, like there are so many different processes that are a part of the tattoo process that you can do. You can be putting stencils on your legs or your arms or something, just to learn how to lay stencils properly, learning how to cut the stencil so that when you put the stencil on, it doesn't bubble up. It actually like lays, flush on their skin. There are so many different things that you can be practicing. You always should be getting ready, because I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. It is scary when you are tattooing somebody for the first time and you are sitting there having to think. It's not just automatic. I love it now because a lot of stuff is automatic. Like I already know how I'm gonna set my station up. I already know, what order I'm gonna do things in. Like I like to, set my tray up first, and then go ahead and put the stencil on. And then when I put the stencil on them and it's drying, I go ahead and wrap my machine and get all the other things ready that I need to get ready. But yeah, you can always be working though, because like I said, those opportunities are going to present themselves. And then it's like a snowball effect. The more you start to tattoo, the more you get a portfolio, the more opportunities that you're going to have. Because I remember when it seemed like I was never getting opportunities, I would get them here and there. But those little here and there opportunities turned into more opportunities. So you always want to be preparing yourself. Seize those opportunities too when you get them. Make content. Make sure you take pictures for your portfolio, and make sure you use that to get your next opportunity. And remember, like, this channel is coming from a beginner, like the perspective of a beginner. I'm a beginner. I did my first tattoo on someone 2 years ago, so I'm still closer to, that beginning stage than a lot of people that you might see. Like, I'm still dealing with a lot of the frustrations of, just starting tattooing and being a beginner, and like, I guess you could say kind of the insecurities. I'm getting over a lot of stuff and just learning to just take what comes with it. But yeah, I'm right there with you guys. I'm a beginner, just like a lot of you guys that come across my content, especially if you're, a beginner tattoo artist, or you're trying to become a tattoo artist, or like you're trying to take those steps to even begin. I'm right there with you. I was just there, 2 years ago. Hadn't tattooed anybody, want to tattoo people on the fake skins, but nobody let me tattoo them yet. So it'll take some time, man. But y'all just keep watching my channel, ask questions as far as like videos that you guys want to see, or how did I get over this or how did I get over that, and then talk to each other as well. I'm gonna open up my community eventually so you guys can talk to each other in there as the channel grows. And let's get to 50 subscribers so I can go live. I'm gonna do live on the fake skins. I'm gonna do a live tattoo session, all of that once I can go live. But that's it for this video, man. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the new subs. And it's ZG33 Inc. I'm out.